called in an expert to tell us more about how young is too young for certain skincare products. Dr. Ashley Valley joins us now, a family doctor.
What a lot don't know is Sephora has constantly been in the news since the 90s for controversy. From faking reviews all the way to multiple lawsuits from customers to their own employees. Let's start from the Sephora establishment itself and how they treat their own customers. In early 2024, Sephora proudly announced they had achieved a remarkable milestone in 2023, reaching $10 billion in sales. This was a pretty significant achievement for the beauty retail giant, and they were eager to share the news with their loyal customers and hardworking employees. After all, it's the frontline retail workers, tirelessly putting in long hours and dealing with the demands of the general public, who play a crucial role in such successes. As a result of this milestone achievement, the company revealed they would be giving a special gift to their employees to commemorate this achievement. And get this, the announcement stated clearly that this reward was something to be kept secret, with instructions not to share it on social media. Therefore, it came as no surprise when a lot of their employees anticipated something substantial, a hefty bonus, a meaningful pay raise, or perhaps a sizable financial token of appreciation to kick off the new year. After all, reaching a $10 billion milestone was no small feat, and expectations were high. However, when the long-awaited reward arrived, it was a box of 20 cookies for each store, each cookie labeled with, "We did it, 10 billion." Can you imagine? Understandably, the reaction from staff was far from positive. There was widespread disappointment and frustration. For many, this felt like a slap in the face, and rightly so, because this token gesture fell painfully short of the recognition they deserved. The news spread like wildfire, and a lot of people expressed their disappointment on social media. I mean, looking at the company's massive financial success and its inadequate acknowledgement of the workers who helped achieve it is yet another example of corporate greed, where higher-ups get all the rewards while frontline employees are left with crumbs, which was exactly what literally happened in this case. In response to the backlash, Sephora issued a statement emphasizing the company's commitment to offering highly competitive benefits, such as performance-based bonuses, educational opportunities, brand perks, product discounts, and other incentives. They framed these benefits as sufficient compensation for their employees' efforts. However, this response did little to stop the backlash, as many saw it as an attempt to downplay the issue. This incident, unfortunately, is just the tip of the iceberg of what Sephora employees, who often face long hours, low pay, and little appreciation, have to go through. According to Glassdoor, Sephora's sales associates in North America earn between $14 to $19 per hour, with a median hourly rate of $16. While this might be higher than the federal minimum wage of $7.25 per hour, it still leaves much to be desired for those working on their feet all day, handling difficult customers, and meeting high sales targets. This instance is not really about the cookies. It was a missed opportunity for Sephora to build goodwill and morale among its employees. Sephora could have afforded to give each of their 16,000 North American employees a $1,000 to even $1,500 bonus, without significantly affecting their profit margins. Instead, the decision to offer cookies as a reward seemed to underline a lack of understanding, or perhaps a lack of concern, about what truly matters to their own employees. As if that wasn't enough of a headache for the staff at Sephora to deal with, Sephora's recently tapped into a new and controversial market: high-end skincare products targeted at tweens, children between the ages of 8 to 12. Sephora is both promoting and profiting from its actively advertising these products through articles and promotional content titled "Buy Makeup for Kids at Sephora" or "Buy Skincare for Kids at Sephora" on their website, subtly reinforcing the idea that tweens need to adopt a skincare regimen typically reserved for adults. There are even moisturizers and other skincare products specifically marketed towards children, with some items priced as high as $54. What does a 10-year-old need a $54 moisturizer for when simple moisturizers available at local grocery stores are more than sufficient for young skin, which is still developing and generally requires minimal intervention? Tweens who are highly impressionable and eager to copy trends are becoming a new target. Sephora, recognizing the lucrative potential of this demographic, is capitalizing on this trend by marketing high-end products directly to them. The company knows that parents, under pressure from their children who are exposed to these viral trends, are likely to spend money on these premium items, believing they are providing the best for their kids. Sephora benefits significantly from this trend as it opens up a new revenue stream. By positioning these products as essential for young skin, They effectively tap into the wallets of parents who are willing to invest in what they perceive to be quality skincare for their children. In August 2017, an unsettling revelation came to light. Employees at the skincare brand Sunday Riley were caught fabricating positive reviews on Sephora'S website. This scheme was devised to artificially enhance the perception of their products, both existing and newly launched, to drive sales. The deceit was exposed through a leaked email ominously titled Homework Time Sephora.com Reviews, which was sent by a senior manager at Sunday Riley to their team. This email outlined clear instructions for staff to create multiple fake email accounts and use a VPN to submit glowing reviews under the guise of legitimate customers. The objective was to come up with convincing reviews that wouldn't trigger Sephora'S spam detection systems. Employees were even encouraged to read through genuine reviews to identify common backlash, and then write reviews that directly countered these complaints. Also, they were instructed to dislike authentic negative reviews. What made this more concerning was that Sunday Riley herself, the founder of the company, was directly involved in this scandal. According to the leaked email, if any employee was unsure of what to write, they were encouraged to consult with Sunday Riley, who would guide them on crafting these fake reviews. The email even provided detailed instructions on how to log into a shared company VPN for anonymity, revealing how the company had carefully planned this fake review. The leaked email found its way onto Reddit, shared by a former employee from Sunday Riley under the post titled "Credibility is Key." It didn't take long for major media outlets such as CNN and The Sun soon picked up the story, turning it into a full-blown scandal. Faced with overwhelming evidence, Sunday Riley herself responded to the controversy. She admitted to the email's authenticity, but tried to downplay the severity of the actions. She explained that encouraging staff to post positive reviews was intended to counteract what she claimed were dishonest negative reviews posted by competitors. Despite Riley's attempts to justify her company's actions, the Federal Trade Commission (FTC) charged them with violating the Federal Trade Commission Act by engaging in unfair or deceptive practices that manipulated consumer opinions and misled the public. The FTC argued that such practices were not only unethical, but also harmful to customers who rely on genuine reviews to make informed purchasing decisions. When the scandal broke, many looked to Sephora for a response, given that their platform was where most of the fake reviews were posted. Sephora stated that they uphold the integrity of our ratings and reviews, and have strict policies and dedicated teams to ensure that reviews are unbiased and authentic. They also mentioned being in contact with Sunday Riley to ensure future compliance with their review guidelines. However, their response left many skeptical about how rigorously they enforce these policies, whether they could have done more to prevent such manipulation in the first place. Surprisingly, the consequences for Sunday Riley were minimal. The company was essentially banned from posting fake reviews again, a restriction that seemed redundant, given that such practices should never have been allowed in the first place. Apart from the damage to their reputation and a wave of public criticism, there were no substantial penalties or legal ramifications that significantly impacted the brand or its operations. For many, this seemed like a slap on the wrist rather than a serious punishment for a major ethical violation. The incident got a lot of people talking about the authenticity of the reviews on Sephora'S website. Sephora not being strict or taking any actions to ensure that their reviews are genuine doesn't help matters either. You'd think having money and fame would prevent you from being racially profiled in Sephora, but no. On May 1, 2019, R&B singer SZA had an unsettling experience while shopping at a Sephora store in Calabasas, California. The crazy thing is she had actually worked in a Sephora store, specifically in the skincare section. Following her visit, SZA took to Twitter to express her frustration, sharing that a Sephora employee had called security to monitor her, suspecting her of potential theft. The tweet concluded with SZA wishing Sandy, the employee, a blessed day and questioning why she couldn't simply purchase her Fenty beauty products in peace. SZA's tweet quickly went viral, shedding light on an issue many people of color face regularly: racial profiling in retail stores. Her experience hit home for many who had encountered similar treatment, with a lot of widespread discussion and outrage online. Although Sephora eventually responded to SZA's tweet, apologizing for her experience and stating that they take such complaints seriously, it took them around 3 hours to react publicly. They emphasized their commitment to creating an inclusive environment and acknowledged that SZA was part of the Sephora family given her past employment with the company. SZA's tweet served as an avenue for other people to come forward and share their own negative experiences at Sephora. One customer tweeted that they had stopped shopping at Sephora altogether because they were repeatedly treated with suspicion whenever they entered the shop. There was also another incident where a Sephora employee questioned the legitimacy of their rewards points and refused to replace an item they had purchased, suggesting a need for better staff training on inclusivity and customer service. The situation drew the attention of Rihanna herself, the founder of Fenty Beauty, who personally reached out to SZA. As a gesture of support, Rihanna sent her a gift card along with a thoughtful note showing solidarity in the face of such discrimination. In what appeared to be a response to the growing backlash and accusations of racial profiling, Sephora launched its We Belong to Something Beautiful campaign. As part of this initiative, Sephora announced that all of its U.S. stores, distribution centers, and corporate offices would close for a day to conduct inclusion workshops for all employees. In an Instagram post, Sephora reiterated that inclusion and diversity had always been core values of the company and expressed enthusiasm about welcoming customers back after the training. While the campaign was intended to demonstrate Sephora's commitment to addressing these concerns, the response was mixed, with many who felt the gesture was performative. It's been over 5 years since this incident happened, but there continue to be incidents filled with racial profiling and discrimination at Sephora even today. The lack of substantial change, even after such a high-profile incident, suggests that more work needs to be done to address the root causes of racial profiling at Sephora.